Hey, cousin, come get ready with me to model for charity. Let's go. Now, as some of y'all know, your bougie cousin switched her look up. As you could tell, I have purple hair. And a lot of y'all were asking me, girl, how you get your brows to match? So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how I actually got my brows to match my hair. It's really simple and an easy technique. And on top of that, I'm going to be showing you guys some amazing products from Milani. Yes, ma'am. They sent your cousin a sexy VK package. Okay, let me show you what it looks like on the inside. This thing is player. Look at this. Yes, ma'am. So Milani just recently dropped these new bad boys right here. The bronze glow, though. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see. So these are the actually Milani Conceal Perfect Sun Kissed Liquid Bronze Drops. I'm going to be using these, and also Milani also came out with some other lip products and everything else. So we're going to go for a simple beat, but we're going to also make sure our face can stand the heat, and I'm going to make sure I show you how to get these brows. So let's get into the brows first. So let's go. Now, before we get into the brows, you still want to also have all your skin prepped. And because it is hot as hell outside, we're going to go into that. So I'm going to go in with the Milani SPF BFF. This is a sunscreen primer that has 30 SPF in it, which is amazing because the more SPF you have in your products that build up to your foundation, it works a lot better. Okay, it don't have a nasty smell. Ooh. That feels like a moisturizer more than a primer. Okay, Milani. I see what you did there. Got the girl's skin glowing a little bit too. I like that. That feels very moisturizing. And oh my God, it's of course Black Girl approved. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Make It Last sunscreen spray. Now, the reason why I'm doing this because I love using setting sprays first before I go into foundation. It just makes the foundation lay even better. And okay, I don't know what that smell is, but I kind of like it. It's different. And also, too, it also basically is going to help create more protection from you sweating so much. So let's keep going. Now, of course, also as well, as you can see, the sun be taking its toll. So that's why I'm also going to go in with the Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Oil. This one is in 130 Raspberry Peach. I love putting on lip oils while I'm doing my makeup because it just, oh my God, look at that. Instant hydration. Do you see the difference? The child. Thank you, Milani. Girl, this tastes good. Y'all remember them little smackers from back in the day? That's what that tastes like. All right, so to do colored brows, I always have like a actual angled brush like this, one that I use specifically for the color of my brows, and then I always have another spoolie that I use for my colored brows. This is from my Respect the Crown brush set, but this is what I use for my normal brow color, so that's why I don't want to use this side. So I'm going to go in with the color from the Warrior 3 palette by Juvia's Place. This color right here in the center, this is called Candace right here. And this is actually almost like a perfect color to my actual brows. So the first thing I'm going to do is basically comb my brows in place and just get them in the position that I want them in. Just like that. Like so here. And next, I'm going to take the angled brush that I used right here. As you can see, it already has some of that on there. And all I'm going to do is pick it up here. Now, the tricky part with doing color brows compared to doing regular brows, you can start further back with regular brows, but with colored brows, you kind of have to follow all the way through to create the shape. And then you have to fade it out before you do the rest of your makeup. You definitely want to do your colored brows before you do your makeup, especially if you're going to use an eyeshadow, because eyeshadows 9 times out of 10 are going to stain the skin. So all I'm going to do is just like normal, follow the guideline that I would normally follow doing my normal brows. And I'm using a light hand. As you can see, this shadow is highly pigmented. So take your time when you're doing it, and you don't have to rush. Now, of course, naturally, I've been doing my own brows for forever, so I kind of already know the guidelines that I want. And all I'm going to do is the same thing on the top. Now, with doing colored brows, because it's a lot to look at, you want to make sure that you do not over-exaggerate your natural brow, because then it's just going to look like one big old block of color. So I'm just going to go ahead and I am shaping the shape of how I want my brow to look. And then following it through all the way down to the tail as well. And then what's going to be your best friend is your cleanup. Okay, so I'm going to fill in both sides of my brows just like so. And starting with the tail, you're going to put the heaviest amount on the back end. So I'm just going to really stamp this in, because remember, this is eyeshadow, not actual brow product. So you really want to stamp it in instead of trying to create hair-like strokes, because the main point is to cover up your original brow color. So let me go ahead and get the brows done, and we're going to clean them up. Now I wouldn't be your real cousin if I didn't show you this part. Okay, this is the part that people mess up and they make a box when they're coloring in with other colors, right? Not picking up any extra product. You got all the product you need. I'm facing directly you guys so you see what I'm doing, okay? Going right in, I'm just going to take what's left on it and lightly fade it in the front, okay? I'm going to focus on the product from the bottom and the top, because that's all the product I need to create that gradient in the front. You see how that's lightly and softly going, and it's not creating a box. And I'm just using the product that's already there, and I'm further bringing out the front just so I can blend it out. Because when you clean it up with concealer, you see how that's like more natural and lightly faded, and you can just keep fading it as much as you need to. You don't need to pick up any extra product, because otherwise it's going to look crazy. So you see that? Boom. All right, so those are the brows, not cleaned up. I went back in with the spoolie to basically feather out the front and to give it that nice soft detail. So let me go ahead and clean it up for you. And just like that, honey, you got colorful snatched brows. So let's go ahead and get the rest of the face together, and let's just bring the whole look together, shall we? Let's go. I'm really going to do a really simple everyday kind of look, because of the fact it's just modeling for me and I don't have to have anything crazy. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Cinnamon, and we're going to put that in all my areas with discoloration. So like underneath the eyes and around the mouth, and I'm going to put them over my dark marks that have not faded yet. So yeah, and we're going to blend that out. Yes, my sponge will always be downed. The only way to go about it. Next, we're going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Actual Sun-Kissed Liquid Drops. I'm going to actually use this as a liquid highlighter for me. So this is a little trick that I do. Basically a little bit of underpainting. So I'm just going to put this on the high points of the cheeks, if I can get it to come out, because it's really, there we go. Ooh, Lord, that's a lot. Okay. We're just going to get that right there, and we're going to give her a nice blend. For my girlies that don't like to wear a lot of makeup, if you do this trick, you can skip a few steps. It gives you like that glow from within. See what I mean? Think about it. Underneath your foundation, thank me later. Look at that. Yeah. I must say, Milani, this looks really pretty. This looks like something you could literally wear on its own, like to the beach, just to give you that beautiful glow. I like it. It's really pretty. Now that we have that done, let's go in with the foundation. Going in with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in Cappuccino. I won't lie to you, this foundation does oxidize a little bit, but it's actually like almost my perfect summer shade once everything is blended in. Trust the process, I promise. I promise. For real, trust it. All right, now let's go ahead and highlight. I told y'all, trust the process. I'm going to go in with the Slay Ready Cosmetics Concealer in Apple Jam. This is going to go in my highlight areas, which are going to be on the chin, Cupid's bow, nose, forehead. Underneath the eyes, you literally only need this much product. This is it. That is all you need. It's a bunch of damn dots, but it's going to blend. Next, I'm going to go in with the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer. This one is in Mocha Moment 140. This is where all my contours sit for my face shape. Sidebar, don't walk, run. This, very nice, very nice. Look at the way that blended out. Like, that is insanity. Look at that. All right, I'm running out of time. Let's blend it all together. I mean, it ain't easy being a baddie, but somebody gotta do it. Yes, ma'am, cousin. This is the completed look, Bookie. Of course, you know I'm a sucker for my accessories. And also, can we give a big shout out to Milani for sending this beautiful PR package and all the goodies that I used in this video. If you'll excuse me, I gotta go walk the beaten path. I'm ready to slay, excuse me.